Hello, hello, hello. Jumped in here real quick so I could get my quick daily vlog on for the mushroom thing. And just kind of like, it's also just kind of my like journal, I would say. I would say exploring some of these things and kind of thinking of like different things to talk about has kind of helped me kind of like dive into my past a little bit and kind of reaccount, some of those, stories and things I've been through and like where I'm going, where I'm at. Um, of course, the the thing about a strong person is, they're always wanting to be somewhere better, right? But take some time to get there. So, um, but definitely a lot farther than where we were at. We're wrapping up a couple of construction projects right now today, looking at tomorrow. I'm excited. We're getting down to the countdown where we're no longer counting down days, we're counting down hours, and it's getting exciting time out there. And this one, I just want to apologize. I realized the last couple days I've been angry, been a little off. I mean, there's so much going on. Like it's sad. You'll be working really hard all day, really focused all day, and then you'll be like, I'm gonna take a break. Well, what do you do on your break? You scroll through Facebook, check out a couple TikToks, maybe. Well, catch up on the news. Doing all three of those things is not a break anymore. Those just stress you out even more. And I've been feeling that. Been feeling that. Like I think we all feel, kind of a sense of urgency, a sense of hope that things will turn out better. That things will not sway too far into the we're all fighting each other at the grocery store level. My lovely Patty Dukes keeps me in line when it comes to that. I'm like, we gotta start growing chickens right now, okay? So we're about to have chickens in the bathroom, I'm telling you. All right, 60 chickens to feed a family of four. Okay, maintain as long as you don't have anything that takes out a generation or two. All right, so all right, but enough about that. But yeah, I found myself a little bit heated the last few days, and I realize now that it's just that sense of urgency, and I've been trying to get things rolling, getting things moving forward, and sometimes schedules don't work out with certain people. They need extra days or whatever, and that's just how it goes. And we could, you know, it's like a triggering situation, right? Where you kind of get a little bit, angry, a little bit upset about something, and then it kind of cascades into other areas. And we don't really realize like how much it really cascades into other areas of our life, until you really sit down and objectively look at it, or even realize that you're even angry in the first place, right? And so, that's one thing we got to work on. That's one thing everybody's got to work on. That's one thing I got to definitely work on. And if we could do that, if we could at least recognize it, if you could at least recognize when, you're starting to feel these ways, then you can change the way you react to it. The thing about it is you'll never truly be able to fix or instantly repair, the way you feel about something. You'll never be able to just instantly remove that feeling, but you can always, change how you react towards that. And that's one of the things these mushrooms give us all the tools to do. It gives us the perspective to see things in a different perspective. So, and that's what's up. So it's a real exciting time. I had a couple ideas I wanted to discuss today, but they are just completely blowing my mind because all I can think about is how expensive copper wire is right now. If you're ever paying for a job, you don't want to be the guy at the job because you're just like, yo, bro, you just cut off $3.50 worth of wire there, bro. We need to. No, but that's how it gets. Especially when you're running on the deadline. Deadline's coming up. We're pretty sure we got everything ready, dotted, crossed, ready to roll. But when the race is about to start, you just get scared, right? You just get that nervous race feeling, you know. Um, yeah, I wouldn't call it scared. I'd more call it just anxious feeling. So I kind of bring that to a couple of my vlogs, and just wanted to let you guys know I recognize it, and I hope that I try not to do that, because I want to create an open platform. I've had some good questions thrown my way, which I should discuss. I think the last question I had was, yeah, if they thought that they would allow other mushrooms in, and obviously, right now this program is geared towards psilocybin only. We've talked about that in a couple other channels. It sounds like they're doing construction next door too. Um, and yeah, this program here in Oregon, is going to be specifically focusing on psilocybin, and not like azarescence or any of the other psychedelic mushrooms. Um, you know, um, yeah, so there's other mushrooms out there too that aren't psilocybin products that people are starting to put in mushrooms, but I've heard a lot of negative feedback on the way those make you trip. I don't know, I've never experienced them, but the guy was trying to charge like $4,000 a pound for it, which I thought was outrageous. I mean, that is just crazy. So might have to look into growing some of those things, even though I don't necessarily support them, just to get moving. But one thing I do want to talk about, this is it, I forgot what I want to talk about, is plastic eating mushrooms, man. Plastic eating mushrooms. Now, I'm hoping we get this project going. We have some partners, and we got some projects kind of talking, and we're hoping to actually grow oyster mushrooms on a sawdust plastic substrate. What we're going to do is we're going to offer this to some of our fellow growers in the mushroom industry, so that way we can offer products that reduce plastic waste, because we have a lot of plastic waste. Petri dishes, they're plastic waste. You get bags, those are plastic waste, and we would like to somehow reduce that. So we've been learning a lot about mushrooms that eat plastics. The best mushroom that eats plastic, unfortunately, grows in Brazil, so we don't quite have that climate here, because we're wanting to do this kind of on a larger scale, outdoors type thing, and so we found out that oyster mushrooms grow well in our area, specifically pink oyster, and we're looking forward to actually offering, a reduced plastic operation where we could reduce our plastic waste. Really excited about this project. It's probably going to get going, spring, early summer. We got a lot of kinks to work out to get there, but it's going to be big. I'm excited about it. I'm nervous about it too, because as we both know, everybody can grow pink oyster mushrooms. Like hands down, everybody's doing it. They got a little home kit you could get. It's easy peasy. Oyster mushrooms don't sell for nothing. So one of the factors is looking at this project. Every project, especially when you're talking with investors, they want to know, where's the profit, where's the money at. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, this project is not as much money to be had. But I think there's a lot more to be had by reducing our plastic waste. And who knows? Maybe consumers, will see that. We'll definitely offer that on our product lines. And maybe more consumers and facilitators will gladly buy our products over someone else's products, because we're reducing plastic waste. So markability, But realistically, it's just about making the earth a better place. I live next to the ocean. Like, it's outrageous. And the vape thing, the FDA really, and I'm going to get nasty here, so forgive me. The FDA really fucked the poodle here on that one, right? Like they basically made, pods were a thing, and then they banned pods, and now they skirted the rules by creating an all-in-one system that is just disposable. The whole unit's disposable now. So, instead of having these pods that were little pieces, things that, were still bad, but at least recycling, now we're throwing away a lithium battery, and Yeah, come on, man. I live 2 blocks from the ocean. I wouldn't sell them, except for I was literally getting bad reviews for not selling them. It was bad. But that's just what it is. So, we're hoping when we create this industry as a regulated industry that we're going to actually be something as a positive change and trying to not increase that carbon footprint. Don't get me started on we ain't paying no carbon footprint taxes. Your government could eat my. Yeah, no. We're going to do things ourselves to reduce plastics, reduce waste, keep everything eco-friendly, reuse, recycle as much as possible. So that's what our operation is about. But I got a lot of work to do, so I need to get back over there. I'm literally in the middle of a construction project, but I'm really trying to do my best to make sure to at least bring, a live video every, 4 or 5 days, every 5 days a week. Keep everybody updated on what's going on, answer questions, shoot me any questions you have. I got a list. I got like 2 or 3 questions. I do need a follow up. Sorry, my bad. I answered them, but I haven't answered and shared it on the vlog. But yeah, shoot me any questions you have about mushrooms, the mushroom industry, where you think it's going. We'll do our best to get it answered for you and get you going. And if you're one of the people looking to get one of the licenses, let me know as well. We got a good group of people together that's shooting towards the licenses together, so we can all navigate this together as we move forward. I think that's one of the things, and I've mentioned this in an earlier video, that I really appreciate about Oregon's industry and what we're creating is it truly feels like a community industry, even with the state representatives. And I've worked on state level stuff, and it's always felt like us versus them, our and them, and this and that, and there's a line definitely in between. And I gotta say, sometimes it's hard to tell, who's on what side of the line here in Oregon, which is cool, because you don't want your government to be so intrusive. It's just a wall, it's a block, and I truly feel like this industry is shaping up. Now, of course, there's going to be a ton of naysayers that think otherwise, because I can agree with you, I'm definitely one of those, power to the people, never forget Fred Hampton type motherfuckers. So, but, one thing that, if you do believe in, some of the teachings of Mr. Fred Hampton, the power is in your local community, and local goes from your where you're at on up. So, work with your community, work with your county, work with your state. The Fed, they do whatever they want, right? So, but we have these things called amendments, and they're all important. And one of those amendments, the last one they wrote, the last one they wrote before they added a bunch of extras, was states being able to govern themselves. That's where we're at. We're not a state governing itself. The state has decided that psilocybin legalization and rolling out program could be beneficial to its citizens, and here we are. We ain't going nowhere at all. So thanks for tuning in. Check me out again tomorrow is our live stream. I don't know what game we're going to play. We might play GTA. We've been kind of looking at Warzone if we can actually get downloaded. We don't have the bad boy systems yet. We just got the old Xbox X's, so, it barely works on the Xbox Series S, so it's Activision. What do you expect, They could take your money and we'll still eat their garbage, right? That's one for all my gamers. But yeah, much love to you guys. Thanks for tuning in, checking this out. Keep a follow, keep a tag, hit me in the DM with questions, and we'll answer them on the next round. Y'all have a wonderful day.